Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus channel. The operational environment found by a warship in the high seas differs significantly from the calm and steady conditions of the safe harbor where it was built. High-speed winds of over 40 knots coming from any direction, 30 feet high waves, and other tremendous impact forces in the open waters can present a serious challenge for a warship that is committed to accomplish its mission. So how exactly do these massive vessels withstand the fury of nature? The three main features enabling warships to sail through oceans are design, materials, and maintenance. Naval engineers and designers work in strict compliance with naval and military construction standards to ensure all possible calamities are accounted for at the design stage. The basic geometrical design of a warship, its static and dynamic stability, are the main factors defining its stability in the rough seas. Naval steel remains the preferred choice for building of the ship's hull, due to its corrosion resistance properties, as well as withstanding the operational loads and lower cost compared to stainless steel or composites. Its excellent weldability performance makes welding the main shipbuilding technique. Although the latest warship designs incorporate new types of materials, such as the composite material superstructure of the USS Zumwalt class destroyer, the hull is still built from welded steel. Maintenance is the third key element enabling operations in stormy weather. Warships must remain operational 24/7 for a continuous period of months during its deployment. Preventive maintenance is a daily activity, carefully planned in accordance with the requirements. Dry docking is one such maintenance procedure performed every 5 years. The cost of such procedure can reach up to tens of millions of dollars per vessel. Apart from its regular schedule, midway surveys are to be conducted in between dry docking periods for various inspections, maintenance, and repairs of the underwater structure of the ship. Basic routine tasks such as cleaning, performing visual inspections, fluid levels verification, replenishing, functional tests, and vibration measurement are the fundamentals of preventive maintenance. The design of a warship in the U.S. Navy is normally contracted to private shipyards. The design process of the first vessel of the ship class may take a decade, and the effective ship building may require several years. For example, an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer takes about 4 years of work in the shipyard before it is commissioned to the seas. The weather forecast is critical for planning a warship's mission. Short-time forecasts and extended weather projections are received and processed by the ship's crew on a daily basis. One of the most dangerous meteorological phenomena at sea are hurricanes. These are extremely severe rotating storms that start their formation in warm waters and develop their destructive power in the course of the days. The hurricanes are classified in 5 categories, with gust wind speeds of 74 nautical miles per hour for a Category 1, and up to the impressive speeds of 157 and above for a powerful Category 5. In the Atlantic Ocean, the hurricane season runs from June to November in the area of the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico. On average, each season can experience up to 7 hurricanes of various categories. The U.S. military carries out an active role for the survey of meteorological parameters and the research of extreme weather conditions, collecting data to improve weather forecast models and to achieve a better understanding of the development of tropical storms and hurricanes. The U.S. Air Force Reserve's 53rd Weather Reconnaissance Squadron, popularly known as Hurricane Hunters, is the only operational military weather reconnaissance unit in the world. It is based at Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi, and currently operates a fleet of 10 Lockheed Martin WC-130J Weatherbird aircrafts for weather research.
I mean, if that's the true pressure center, that's way out there in the open area.
A typical mission includes flying directly into the eye of the hurricane several times at altitudes between 500 feet and 10,000 feet. Weatherbirds operate a very specific and critical piece of weather equipment called the GPS Dropsonde wind finding system.
Is going to make a request for a heading change. You're going to state the heading. We're going to turn the aircraft.
The Dropsonde is a cylindrical instrument equipped with a high-frequency radio and other sensor devices. The Dropsondes are released from the aircraft with a separation of 400 miles over water, and during the descent trajectory stabilized by a small parachute. The Dropsondes measure the vertical atmospheric profile of the temperature, humidity, barometric pressure, and wind data, transmitting this data to the Dropsonde system operator. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration also performs research flights into hurricanes, operating a fleet of 2 Lockheed Martin WP-3D Orion aircraft and a Gulfstream G4 jet capable of high-altitude flights above 41,000 feet. The fury of a hurricane landfalling on the continental surface can be devastating to the area and its inhabitants. In 2017, Hurricane Irma brought numerous impacts to Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Irma's maximum sustained winds of 185 miles per hour at its peak in the Atlantic Ocean maintained for over 35 hours, making it one of the strongest storms recorded in the Atlantic Basin, as well as the longest-lived storm anywhere in the satellite era. In response to such disasters, the U.S. military forces deploy personnel, aircraft, and resources to perform search and rescue missions, casualties transportation to safe locations, as well as flights to resupply essential goods and food. The U.S. Coast Guard deploys Sikorsky HH-60 helicopters Rescue Hawk and Jayhawk, which provide outstanding support to the population affected by floods. Helicopters are powered by 2 turbo shafts, delivering 1,735 shaft horsepower. The HH-60 can have different configurations adapted to different missions. In the HH-60J version, it operates with a crew of 4, and it can lift up to 6 people from the disaster area using various rescue equipment, such as slings, harnesses, winch stretchers, and rescue baskets. In large-scale disasters like hurricanes, the Air National Guard can also be mobilized to aid the affected communities by operating Lockheed Martin C-130H Hercules aircrafts in different configurations. In cargo configuration, these aircrafts are able to transport up to 42,000 pounds of essential goods, food, and medical supplies. In the emergencies where large amounts of people are involved, the C-130H can also be configured as a transport aircraft, carrying up to 90 rescued people out of dangerous zones. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.